Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reading a multi-character accessory by me. So let's get into it. Midoriya Izuku. Midoriya has received many threats before, and he knows how threatening it can be to be a hero. But it was something he was well accustomed to by now, and something that he was ready for. He didn't mind it, really. All the risks and all the fears, and all the things that could just come against the two of you. He was ready for all of them. In fact, he was more than ready to face the world, if only for your sake, for the sake of your continuation as a couple, as lovers. The two of you deserve to be together now. Until he had seen the threats of others that found out about your relationship, what they said that they would do to you, and it terrified him beyond belief. And that's why he knew that by being a hero, making so many enemies, he did not only endanger himself, but you too in the process. And at that moment he realized that there was an important choice to make, one that would be very difficult. And that's why he knew it had to be done quickly. Lion. Yes, Izuku? Is there anything wrong? You ask him, but he seems quite upset. Even his behavior all day has seemed rather unusual. It was worrying you to no end, and you had no idea just what was going on behind the scenes. You could tell that something was bothering him, something rather serious, but you could not put a finger on what it could be. And that's why you thought that he was about to talk to you, to tell you the truth of everything. But in reality, he was about to end it all. Wait, what do you mean, Izuku? What do you mean? You're not leaving me, are you? You can't be serious about that. But I am, Wayan, and you cannot change my mind. It is far too late now. I love you, but my love alone is not enough to protect you. I would rather you be alive and safe, rather than be selfish and take you all for myself. You're not being selfish. You're being my boyfriend. I want you. I'm not ready to lose you anytime soon. You tell him, crying already. But Izuku had made his mind. He knew what he was going to do, and there was no changing that right now. So as you cried, he cupped your face within his hands, kissing the top of your head. I love you, Mayan. I love you so much. You mean the world to me. And that's why, because of how much I love you, I'll be letting you go. He said, things have already gone too far, and there was no way that either of you would be changing them now. Bakugou Katsuki. Now, for Katsuki, things were a lot more clear. He knew that the two of you, as much as you loved one another, things may have been inevitable to end. As much as he tried to delay that, as much as he tried avoiding it, there was no way he could evade the inevitable fate that he knew would eventually come for you too. And that's why it was no surprise to him when he got the threats. In fact, it was expected. He hoped by the time that would happen, that two of you would have been powerful enough to maybe ignore them, or at least be feared enough that no one would ever dare to challenge you too. But right now, The two of you were too vulnerable. And although Katsuki was not afraid, the only thing that scared him was your own safety. He knew that as much as he could protect himself, he could not guarantee being by your side whenever something happened, and leaving it up to chance was not an option, not to him. If something happened to you, he would die. He would be the one causing it. And right now you cannot afford that. His heart would not be able to bear it. And he decided that above your love, your safety must come first, before anything else. No matter how desperately you are in love, no matter how much you matter to him, no matter what he wanted or what he hoped for, there were some priorities. And right now, the priority was you and your own protection. So that's why, with no hesitation, he told you everything. Lion, we're breaking up. Katsuki, that's not fair on me. You know it isn't. You can't just decide something like this for both of us. I have a decision too. And you cannot trap me in this relationship if I don't want it. Correct? So, you're saying you don't want me? Is that it? Is that how it always has been? It is, he said. He was lying through his teeth and he knew it. But if that would convince you to leave him, then he was more than ready to lie over and over again. He didn't want anything bad happening to you. He just wanted you to be safe. It was not a lot to ask for. And that's why he knew that as scary as things were, he must stick to this and make sure that you leave him at all costs. And seeing you leave him as he cried, feeling betrayed more than anything else, he knew that it was the very wrong thing to do. He knew his heart would be broken forever, but at the very least you would be okay. And hopefully, somewhere in the future, your heart would have the chance to heal.